Hello everyone, welcome back to IKN. I'm your host Dylan Henry, and we have a lot to talk about this week. So we're going to skip the dog self-defense drills and we're just going to jump straight into it. This week we're going to be covering Kyan Chotoku. Now, Kyan was the Shimonbuku's first and primary teacher and would teach him Shorin-Ryu style of karate. We take lots of katas from that style, and we have a lot of different applications of their moves. So let's jump straight into who Kyan was. Kyan was born in December of 1870, and he passed away on September 20th, 1945. Now, Kyan was the son of the king of the Ryukyu Islands, and he began his training in karate when he was about 5 years old. Now, what you need to know about Kyan is that Kyan was a really small guy. In fact, he had the nickname of Chan Migwa, which is small-eyed Kyan, because he wore these big glasses, and just how small he was. But despite all of this, he was well respected for being probably one of the most knowledgeable people of his time. He would go on to study the styles of Shorite and Tomarite. Now, these are Okinawan styles of karate that follow the same kind of training, but they have different beliefs in the applications of their moves. One is about applying these moves hard and strong, and one of them was about applying them in a soft but in delicate way, and then you apply a hard technique to off-balance your opponent, kind of a push-pull system. Very effective. And we see these in his style of Shorin-Ryu. Now, we will come back to Tomarite and Shorite when we talk about Choki Motobu, but for now, just know that they're core foundations of what make up Shorin-Ryu. Now, we know Shimonbuku would start training with Kyan in 1927, and he would train with him for about 4 years. He would learn the 5-hand katas Seisan, Neihanchi, Wansu, Shinto, and Kusan-ku. Along with those, he would learn the basics of the Sai, which he would later develop into a kata of his own. He would name Kyan no Sai, and he would also train with him in Tokomini no Kun with a bow. We'll be going over the weapons in a future video, but it's important just to know that he got those from him. So now we're going to jump straight into our katas, and we're going to start with Shinto. Now, Kyan was well known for practicing his Shinto all the time, and he even had the nickname of Kyan Shinto at one point. Now, the ibusen for Shinto is a diagonal straight line, which is pretty convenient when you have to go on a narrow straight path like a bridge. Now, Kyan would practice this all the time, and there's even a crazy story that he would practice on a bridge, and he would have 1 foot on the bridge and 1 foot in a boat. And what he would do is he would go through the kata, and his students would expect him to fall into the river because of just the boat carrying him out. But what he would manage to do is through his weight shifts, through his dachi or his stances, he would be able to pull the boat back, and he would manage to stay his ground. I know it's kind of some crazy stuff, but the link is in below if you want to read the story for yourself. Now, we have a demonstration today. Miss C, would you please?
Hi, I'm Maya, and I will be explaining Shinto kata, which is a Shorin-Ryu kata. One thing I really like about Shinto kata is how you use the down-up motions to generate power. And I'll be going through the kata and kind of stopping at these points to explain what I mean. So this is one of those moments. Use the down bone block motion, and then use that to generate power. When you go up, block, and break someone's arm. Here, down motion, put strength into your kick. Down motion, use that to build strength when you go up. Same here as before. Down motion, use that. Use your legs and the down power to go up into your double high block. Hey! Down motion, kick. Down motion, kick. Hey! And that is Shinto kata.
Thank you, Missy. That was great. Practicing our weight shifts to go, especially from down to up, just from our body mechanics is very strong, and it makes us have a stronger block. Now we're going to jump straight into Wansu Kata. Miss Sinha, would you please? So this kata begins interestingly. We're going to have one closed hand and we're going to step into a seiyushin rather than our usual heikodachi or ready stance. And a lot of you see here is about opening up our opponents so that we can strike here. And as we go into, we step here, we go for the kata garuma, and we step up. Lots of stepping into your opponent to open up an opportunity for you to strike. And this is you sidestepping their punch so you can get out of the way. Some good ki eyes I'm hearing. I like it. And we finish strong. Good job, Miss Sinha. Excellently done. As we saw in Wansu, we're trying to open up our opponent not only for that kata garuma or that throw, or just to get out of the way from just attacks, especially when we're going diagonally or to the side to do our side blade kicks. Now, the next kata we'll be doing is Neihanchi, demonstrated by Miss Fox. Please, take it away. Despite being one of our shorter katas, Neihanchi has a lot of complex stuff. We use a lot of chinkuchi and gamaku, which is about the turning of our body. And as we can see in the demonstration, we are constantly looking to where our opponent is going to be next. And an interesting thing about this kata is that we really just repeat the first half of the kata going back. And we will actually end up not where we started, which is not usual in our katas, and a strong finish. Good ki there, Miss Fox. Very, very nice to see Neihanchi done well. When we think of Neihanchi, we're thinking of close quarters. Someone is right on top of us, so we don't have time to step back or forwards. We use our body movement, chinkuchi or gamaku, or both sometimes. And it's the fact of turning ourselves so we get the momentum of our movements, and we also have our legs we can push off of. So that is our katas that we have for today. The other two katas, Seisan and Kusanku, we will be doing in a future week. However, we will be going over those more in depth. Now, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We talked a lot about Shorin-Ryu and what Kyan would bring into Isshin-Ryu. So next week we'll be going over Seisan and Kusanku, and then we will also go over Chojun Miyagi and the Goju-Ryu style and what we bring from them. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll have some other crazy stories like the naked German. Hopefully not, but probably not. But stay tuned to find out. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time on November 5th. So stay safe. Have a good Halloween. Bye.